Hello everyone, I am Shagni Gupta, Assistant Professor, Swami Vivekananda Institute of Modern Science, Kolkata. I will be teaching you depreciation using straight line method when provision for depreciation is not maintained. The straight line method is also known as fixed installment method or original cost method as is displayed on the screen. The objective of this presentation is to understand how to solve a problem in depreciation without maintaining provision for depreciation and using straight line method. So we need to study an illustration for it. The illustration states on 1st April 2013, a company purchased a machine for Rs 60,000. On 1st October in the same year, the company purchased an additional machine for Rs 18,000 and spent Rs 2,000 on its installation. On 1st October 2015, the machine, which was purchased on 1st April 2013, was sold off for Rs 27,000 as it had become obsolete. On 1st January 2017, a new machine was purchased for Rs 64,000 and on the same date, the machine purchased on 1st October 2015 was sold for Rs 10,000. Depreciation is provided at 10% per annum on original cost method on the 31st March every year, and we need to show the machinery and depreciation accounts up to 31st March 2017. Before the solution or the approach which I will be taking, after having read the problem thoroughly, we will first name the machines, calculate the depreciation values and depict the occurrence of the events on a timeline financial year wise. In the problem it is stated that depreciation is provided on the 31st of March every year, which means that the financial year is 1st of April to the 31st of March. Our starting year is 1st of April 2013 to 31st March 2014, so it will be depicted on the timeline as FY 2013-14, and this method shall be adopted for the subsequent years also. As you can see the timeline with the notes representing the dates, and this timeline is for FY 2013-14. On 1st April 2013, machine M1 was purchased for Rs 60,000. On 1st of October 2013, machine M2 was purchased for Rs 18,000 and Rs 2,000 has been spent on its installation, making M2 value as Rs 20,000. On 31st March 2014, depreciation is provided at the rate of 10%. For M1, it is Rs 6,000, whereas for M2, it is Rs 1,000 as it is for 6 months, resulting in a closing balance of M1 Rs 54,000 and M2 Rs 19,000. The journal entries. 1st April 2013, machinery account debit to bank account Rs 60,000. 1st October 2013, machinery account debit 18,000 rupees, expenses account debit 2,000 rupees to bank account 20,000. 31st March 2014, we have depreciation account debit Rs 7,000 to machinery account Rs 7,000, and finally on the 31st of March 2014, profit and loss account debit Rs 7,000 to depreciation account Rs 7,000. Now our timeline for FY 2014-15. On 1st of April 2014, the opening balances of M1 is Rs 54,000 and M2 is Rs 19,000. On 31st March 2015, again depreciation shall be provided at the rate of 10%. For M1 it is Rs 6,000 and M2 it is now for one full year, which is Rs 2,000, resulting in closing balances of machine M1 as Rs 48,000 and M2 as Rs 17,000. The subsequent journal entries shall be: on 31st March 2015, depreciation account debit to machinery account Rs 8,000 and profit and loss account debit to depreciation account Rs 8,000. Now the timeline for FY 2015-16. On 1st of April 2015, we have the opening balances of M1 as Rs 48,000 and M2 as Rs 17,000. On 1st of October 2015, machine M1 has been sold for Rs 27,000. We need to calculate the loss or profit on this sale, and for that we need to know the book value of M1. So we will provide depreciation for 6 months Rs 3,000 and find out the book value as Rs 45,000, and so there has been a loss on sale of rupees 18,000. M2 depreciation shall be provided on 31st March, which is 2000, making its closing balance as 15,000. Now the journal entries. On 1st October 2015, depreciation account debit to machinery account rupees 3000. On the same date, bank account debit to machinery account rupees 27,000. For the sale, profit and loss account debit rupees 21,000 to machinery account rupees 18,000, which is the loss on sale, to depreciation account rupees 3,000. Finally, on 31st March 2016, we have depreciation account debit to machinery account 2,000 and profit and loss account debit to depreciation account rupees 2,000. Now our FY 2016-17 timeline. On 1st April 2016, we have opening balance of M2 as 15,000 rupees. On 1st of January 2017, a machine M3 was purchased for rupees 64,000, and on the same date, machine M2 is sold for rupees 10,000. We need to find out the book value to evaluate the profit or loss on sale of this particular machine. So we have depreciation for 9 months rupees 15,000, resulting in a book value of rupees 13,500. Subsequently, we find that there has been a loss on sale and the loss is rupees 3,500. On 31st March 2017, M3 machine will have a depreciation of rupees 1,600 for 9 months, resulting in a closing balance of rupees 62,400. The journal entries. 1st of January 2017, depreciation account debit to machinery account rupees 1,500. Bank account debit to machinery account rupees 10,000. Profit and loss account debit rupees 5,000 to machinery account rupees 3,500, which is the loss on sale, to depreciation account rupees 1,500. On the same day, machinery account debit to bank account rupees 64,000 towards purchase of the new machinery. On 31st March 2017, we have depreciation account debit to machinery account rupees 1,600, and finally profit and loss account debit to depreciation account rupees 1,600. Now the machinery account, where the debit side we have 1st of April 2013 to bank 60,000, on 1st October 2013 to bank 18,000, and on the same date to bank, which is the installation charges, 2,000. On the credit side, 31st March 2014, we have by depreciation account 7,000 and by balance CD 73,000, which is brought down on 1st April 2014. On 31st March 2015, we have by depreciation account 8,000 and making a balance of 65,000, which is brought down on 1st April 2015, rupees 65,000. On the credit side, 1st October 2015, we have by depreciation 3,000, same date by bank 27,000 and by profit and loss account, which is the loss on sale, rupees 18,000. On 31st March 2016, we have by depreciation 2,000. On 31st March 2016 again, the balance carried down is 15,000, which is brought down on 1st April 2016. On 1st January 2017, to bank account 64,000, representing the purchase of the machinery M3. Then on credit side, we have on 1st January 2017, by depreciation account 1,500, same date by bank account 10,000, and by profit and loss account, which is the loss on sale, 3,500. And on 31st March 2017, we have by depreciation account 1,600, and on the same day by balance CD 62,400, which is brought down on 1st of April 2017 as to balance BD 62,400. Now our depreciation account ledger, where on the debit side we are showing 31st March 2014 to machinery account 7,000, which is transferred to profit and loss account by posting it on the credit side as by profit and loss account 7,000. Similarly, for 31st March 2015, we have to machinery account 8,000 and by profit and loss account 8,000. 1st October 2015 to machinery account 3,000 and 31st March 2016 to machinery account 2,000, and both of them are transferred to profit and loss account by posting on the credit side. Similarly, on the debit side, 1st January 2017, we have two machinery 1,500 and 31st March 2017 two machinery 1,600, and both of these amounts are transferred to profit and loss account by making subsequent entries on the credit side. This brings us to the end of the presentation, and I hope that you all have understood the presentation. Thank you to all of you.